Okay, abusuya be ma kwa ba sonko so e de ba POG Media so. Abusuya yembonra eye yensemu no. Eye former BOG boss Ernest Addison NHS National Security led by eye Richard Japa abawra ne fie abusuya omo kwa akochena enye asam keto akra na omo ho owo ne fie NHS eye national securities for no ebowra ho a abusuya omo chese ne boni a wabedi ne Ghana sika wo wia no omfa ne ho enche na abusua ye de sa update no ebrem no na eno NHS ya project ato ye screen nchen e de amama open source na eye joy news ho na ye kokunya sa source no sa breaking news we na ye so ye de ebrem no mom yanko na yankonkoti ensema course na answer na ebeko no or ensem kan bi afa share comment section like share ma afofron so ensa into me enka bi aha POG Media so madam ase.
I was not following it. I'm not even privy to the fact that there's a case between Ernest, my very good friend, and Kennedy Japan in the US. I'm not privy. But there's one thing that we must all know. With the simple culture, there are two issues. Either you win or you lose. Now, when you lose a case in court, the way the court has been structured, if you are not satisfied, you always have the right to appeal. The issue is there a judgment or there is no judgment?
Is there a verdict?
Also, no.
Start from there.
No.
Don't jump.
There is a verdict. From what I'm hearing, there is a verdict from the jury.
Against who?
There is a verdict from the jury against Kennedy Japan.
Finito.
No. But that is not the final judgment.
Yes.
But that is not the final judgment. So the verdict must then now be adopted by the court as the judgment of the court.
But so which means remember Evans in interview I never said it anywhere say the court has adopted the verdict.
So why jubilating?
Hey, when we say Evans about powder?
No, me can't from what?
No, those jubilating probably are people who don't understand the legal.
When Evans, I think, announced him, during the interview, he said something. I don't know whether I'm right, and if he's listening, he can correct me. He said that, the parties now want to talk to each other despite the verdict. What is that?
No, or say. After the verdict,
yes, the parties decided to
Kennedy team approach you.
Yes,
to compromise on the verdict.
You see, you can't compromise on the verdict.
No, but
I'm saying that Sokasa, and because it has not gotten to that stage. It has not gotten to that stage. What I say, what is happening? It has not gotten to that stage. The court, from what they are saying, has not given its final judgment. It is true, the jury, made up of 8 individuals, had made a decision against Kennedy Japan. That one is true. Now, at that stage, why discussion? Why? Because even if it is adopted by the court as the final judgment, as the lawyer said, the one worked with the Ministry of Education, Kennedy Japan has the right to appeal against the judgment. He has the right to appeal against. Therefore, everybody should exercise patience. Let the final judgment.
So, who say amount for a jubility?
No, me who be say obi ajubility. No, me I saw it in social media. Me who physical say obi abo powder say Kennedy Japan a lose the case. But I'm saying that from what is even on social media, the me can there is no final judgment. Look, to even enforce the judgment, you must put your house in order. You see, mistrial. Why file application for mistrial? Why all those things to make up your case? Let's have the ruling of the court. Let's have it before you can say, oh yes, now we have a final judgment. Kennedy Japan somehow can and yet you have lost in somewhere in the United States. But even let's assume without admitting say Kennedy were losing, and so what? And that's lost in Accra, lost in Ghana. Announce versus Kennedy Ajipon.
Yeah, no, Nkrofo can say
so
the same case, different locations,
yes,
different judgments.
When it happens in Ghana, no, but when it happens in Ghana, no, when it happens in Ghana, when it happens in Ghana, we don't believe in our judicial system. When it happens in Ghana,
who don't believe in our judicial system?
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying
no.
But
even listeners and Ghana for Ghana.
Do you know what Anas said? Do you know what Anas said?
So be specific.
Do you know what Anas said after the judgment? What he said after? Anas is a lawyer. We were met in school. He's a lawyer. We were met in school. You must learn to admit defeat. Now you went to the US. I don't know the nature of the case you took to the US. Whether they are the same
case.
Yeah, they cannot be the same case. They be the same case.
Why?
They can a case that has been determined in Ghana. Why should you think that you pick that same case to a different jurisdiction for determination? Won't your lawyer raise the issue that this case had already been considered?
Well, probably you haven't spoken to Kennedy legal team.
No, I'm saying that. So I'm saying that I'm thinking from the lawyer's perspective that the issues cannot be the same. Because the one in Ghana,
okay, so that is not what is in contention.
Yes, but what is in contention now is there a final judgment of the court against Kennedy Ajipon? No. There is a verdict from the jury. That one is true. But as we speak, both legal teams, nobody is able to put on social media that this is the final.
Oh no, but Anas and Crawford made that baby and catch up. What
is the issue?
Evans was clear on the matter. No, Evans was just explaining the matter.
He's not explaining the matter. Is Evans a lawyer?
Yes.
So if he's a lawyer, he should be able to tell you. You see, when you were interviewing him, I keep on telling you that, look, ask him whether there is a final judgment or whether the verdict has been...
said there is any...
So what is the issue now?
No, issue.
So what is the issue now?
Do you know any issue?
No, what is the issue now? No, if I ask you, what is the issue?
I haven't passed any comment. I'm just interviewing.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I haven't passed.
But I thought that you put to Evans whether after the verdict,
Evans can't say no. There is no need for me to
say then.
He was emphatic that the jury, I'm a verdict.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Sir.
Now the judge or the court needs to adapt the verdict.
So is there a final judgment? So is there a final judgment? No, Pacho, don't let the way go. So is there?
Me who beside me. Anybody catch was say
no. No. Say.
Or say yes, sir. Say court will adapt the verdict of the jury
to make it so the adoption will
be judgment.
So based on that, Bobby, let me see. There is no final judgment in the suit.
Okay, so your issue is about there is no final judgment.
Yes,
but your issue is not about the verdict from the jury.
No.
Okay, all right. So I agree. Anyway, Divine Akwaba. What's on that? Okay, so a quick comment from a listener. This is the information circulating on social media from the NPP. Okay, so let me leave this one. What is wrong with people jubilating on social media? When a braggart like Kennedy has been slammed with $80 million, we will jubilate. Anyway, anyhow. Well, that is your opinion, but all right. So now another journalist has sent me a message. So when Kennedy Japan won the case here in Ghana and they were jubilating, did anyone tell them it was too early to do that? They should give us a break. What is most important now is that there is a verdict, and that the verdict is against Kennedy Japan. You better bop out that way true. Sorry, anyway. So Divine, you follow question. I don't know whether Obana will follow lawyer Evans and Kwesikwati's argument on this same matter. Probably you have picked some few information from here and there.
Bobby, Mamichia, a tea for the Ashafuna. Naminchia, Minya Penny. For me, I won't sit here and pretend say me a legal brainy and I say luminary. Say be a say baby I grammar na me to my sumo. but the technicalities in the Yamaniama no mu be on my mentiasia. It's in Wemeko, the street law na ye nimu, the ye nimu abontin. The di kindness say, Asamono, if he find Yababi do baby ayedri. The be ampanyfo asem bi omo kan say, Bribramba, Amanie, Emba. And sometimes, you know, on say, Uno binya asem na se mo pre ho ana mo twen. Sometimes, so popo na nature obi brea, Jano no kwa pre oba koto ne ben ma o baabi ana ya wase me kan say me na ode yemi a me nka wo hwe na so ye bu wa bonten a me nje wo say ye osa on say owura Kennedy Japan wagidin agentini ewo ensem keka ho ene abodin keka ne ensem akese ho Waka they are from for the Akuffo and in Ghana, for instance, you know, and some bebre a waka no afa no wedi. Yentumi ntwe na boso yentumi nwe ne hwi. Okay say or attack judiciary. Na is it justice any? Bobi okay justice any case be our attack no it was a big deal. And also omuye nsem no wan judiciary na kofa no hudi ye. Na me de me yan say politics na yesisi ya o but nsem we atecha ye de titare Akuffo no me so so. Won say omu de ko gina hono no o sin nsem no kan nyina no or say it was the spell of something like it just happened no but anya asem o mini no ni evidence bia. They make an say who need evidence biana who need asem bia adena utumi ka asem ya the fan Akuffo edu go mu fisa. And it's the same thing as some of these things are okay in the past. Say sometime be okoka asem bi fa Lordina Mahama ho. Osio all the appointments in yama bebre onu mu Lordina kura to me fire sika ono approving no you could be say osio and ono an area obetumi akande ope. Into the Moses had the way akwakoye ni suban bia odi ahye ne ho a time bia o ka some no basa. And me I encourage any youth and as a bebunu and as a young person bia wa enter into politics say ube emulate part the way owura Kennedy Japan e kan nsem no sometimes on care say enye factual say nsem no ka no ebi wa na basis bia ni ho enso no original na so no ha nani no ka no ya no akegu me de akwakosi enya ade ameka say me jubility aba bebo ho powder say
can be maboto
emba me botom ena me nkoka say ye di akere no nti no ye da nyankopon ase e ono ankasa no jejereje sabi ono an besuamu nyansa so besuamu nyansa mpo dia but e ono ankasa na semo a because asem we so anko pass am ma say nkasem bi ani wono ana me bwa say anko pass nkasem bi ani wono me nanum won say the lawyers for be say 3 and e gina hanum a obi a che na opinion we ka we say nyon no koye ya na lawyers for be twe ne ho dawre e ma sisi ya kan ne ho nsem saa it's because of ono an nsem akwakoye intimidate sa judgment ya be die well you do know why me cause aka judgment because etia me start to say me can verdict to court ache they be say verdict aba me sum yes judgment ba me sum until say another be by a very judgment are different from what we have heard right now no the 80 million no and no one na ye nim whether verdict no whether you say jury verdict whether judge whatever some technicality when you be people from people hope you apart from 80 million no assemble from your bench from you
but you see almost say and even say so kind that until the court will adopt the verdict they cannot go after Kennedy Japan
whatever it is at least unim on say indicting no let's focus on the indictment no right now
exactly.
No, where we are
exactly
it's indicted it shows he's not credible
yes that one
that is the let's focus on us as some no has to see judgment in the Bible if I say judge so whether he will enforce he will endorse admit or not admit no to see a baby a generation say papa no na se mbi obeka bia no a kan fa ngo ni nyina so bia yes ana sem na
until say the so called 1 month mistrial
that is not what
no even the mistrial will not discount because the point is that the court proceedings, you know, so read the content now. It's saying that the man himself acknowledged that he didn't have any evidence.
What
Makai in some no.
What kind of court proceedings? Are you sure?
No, I have read. Say,
from where?
Oh, I read online.
No, it's not a matter of the judgment.
I'm not talking about judgment. I'm saying that he himself admitted in court that he didn't have any evidence via some kind. Only enough. Tia me no gina sisi akasa yo na ma ba be ka asem ya bi ato so na wo buafu na de mi ko gina court whether judgment or no judgment na me gina court enim ka say Mr. Manka ni yie asem be mi o na ho.
I agree with you. But you see, whatever Kennedy Ajepo is going through, say kasa, you don't need to hold it, you don't need to stretch it. You don't need to stretch it so much. Rather, you are a politician. The Wafamunu should be a lesson to those who have opportunity to speak publicly.
And also, on cancer market, and you advise to him, no, it's not a voice.
No, it's not a voice. I'm saying that he is a politician. Those statements Kennedy made, most of these statements is made on political platforms. Most of these statements, you also made them when you have access to microphone. Now, let me tell you something. The NDC everybody should know. Everybody should be careful. Now, unless I have access to microphone. If I'm to speak something on Bobby, should be what I know, but not to tell you.
Yes,
oh no, me I have not read the judgment. I have not read it.
See, even the jury, cut them some slack. At least give them some respect. It's all go down, to say.
Divine, listen to me. In Ghana, Kennedy Ajepo versus Anas. If you read the judgment and things that were said against Anas, you understand? The credibility of Anas cannot be tested anywhere when you read it. Now, the same Kennedy Ajepo versus Anas in the US, yes, the jury has come out with their verdict saying that, look, Kennedy, what you said was wrong. I have not read Minkai. If you ask Minkai, there is no judgment for me to make a say.
No, but
it's not about judgment.
We all agree that
yes, we
are waiting for the court to adapt.
But for the fact that
there's a verdict.
Let's discuss the verdict.
The verdict is the
so let's stay there.
I agree with you. We're on the same wavelength. I'm saying that for him to find himself at that level should be a lesson to all of us. Say, I've known Bobby for years. Bobby the Bechin. But he will not allow it. That is what Kennedy found himself. I'm not for Kennedy Ajepo. I didn't want to Ghana. What Kennedy have said about politicians in Ghana.
Okay.
So be as your opportunity for quota. But Obia Jan with your cop, Mijao. Different partner Kennedy and can't far Akuffo. Then I Kennedy can't far John Mama. Then I Kennedy can't far Judicial. But everybody was looking at him. Everybody was looking at him. Now, yes, somebody who really want to contest on the ticket of a political party. Look at the disgrace of the US. So I'm saying that it should be a warning. Say, oh, yeah, will be idea. Not how. One day the person will react. But you see, whatever we do, Kennedy Ajepo is one of us. Let's wait and get the judgment and see what the judge will say about
it. So your interest is that Kennedy is one of your party.
I'm saying that Kennedy Ajepo, I have not mentioned party. Kennedy Ajepo, you're going to so I'm saying they are one of ours. So Let's get them. Let them come and give them a welcome. Next time, please know your boundaries. If you want to say something about somebody, please. I saw him on social media. The way you cry your friend now, or John, you see that? Yeah. Oh, watch it. When the case was mentioned, the way he stood up, you will see that it's a different environment altogether. It is a different environment altogether, and that's what I'm saying. That the way we talk as politicians, the way we talk, we must be very careful. And yes, sir, one day one of us will also find him or herself in such a disgraceful manner. I'm not here to speak for Kadida Japan. I'm not backing him. He may have his facts, but you must have a second look at it.
All right, so the Atto Banks, your mate.
Yeah, Atto Banks. Yeah, hey, Nazi. I call him Nazi.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay,
we were mates in school.
School, law school.
No, Atto Banks, Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity. Okay, all right, okay. Anyway, but.
Asam na waka ene nyina no. Asam ana me ka no ana oni ma agree no.
I agree with you. Go on.
So the nyina no, we have come to the understanding say yesia no akoya de abeda ho no ma nyina no say ye kasa ye hwe ye kasa ne nsemu a ye kafa nkrofo ho.
That's right. sorry.
And it also gives credence to the fact to say the integrity and credibility of Kennedy Japan no, as a person, no, you're finishing. No, the verdict, no, what you have to say, judge, no, ebe adopt it, ebe accept it, and I say, obey, no, what we have before us, no, let's discuss it. The conclusion, the bottom line is that he goofed.
As far as he's dealing with the last is concerned.
Yes, as far as this matter is concerned, no. Let's just say we're goofy and I say he's messed up. And so me at the way no as I say yeah dear yenina no ye di ebe suya bibia film. And again I think say ye yankasa say judiciary na kasa ne so no a massa assembly we are going to raise a lot of questions about.
No, I disagree with you.
Why do you disagree?
I disagree with you.
Why?
You see, the fact is say Kennedy Japan is almost losing the case in the US. Does not mean that the judgment given in Ghana was wrong. So don't doubt the integrity of the Ghanaian judiciary.
I have not doubted. I'm just questioning the Obankasa credibility to an extent.
No. There's nothing like credibility.
No. Are you
saying that? No, Divine. Are you saying that at all costs? Kennedy must lose that case, and that must win that.
No. But who is saying that?
No. That's what he's saying.
No.
So where you are?
The reason why I brought in the Ghanaian, say, one, it's about defamatory and libelous comments. Yeah. And you be say, Abranti, until someone who come for Papa will say, why say no. Emudia when I would say no cross you. Miakasa Masaranda and somebody be brought no more. It was Abia Popobli and the No, that is what was said. Like he's saying that he didn't have evidence. But if he didn't have evidence in Ghana, now to be found Udia, Evan is saying I'm on the Yachin too. And I say the verdict about to no.
Hold it. In the Accra trial, in Ghana trial, and that has his team of lawyers. Kennedy Japan has his team of lawyers. They all presented their case before the court.
That's why I'm questioning the Ghanaian system, sir. Obviously, on the evidence. Everyone saying
the cases are not the same.
Why are they not the same?
Who name what you call the Ghanaian court? Do you know who name what you call Ghanaian court? Who name what you call Ghanaian court?
Educate me.
I'm not educating.
It's not the same thing.
If you don't know,
it's not the same matter.
If you don't know, you don't know.
But it's not the same thing.
I'm saying that if you don't ask me the same thing, you are saying that he lost put the Ghanaian judiciary in question. Why do you have to say that? You don't even know the case. But
it's the same matter.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay, so if we are not sure,
listen. No, don't let me go.
So help us with
listen. I'm saying that if the case, if the same facts has already been determined at the Ghanaian court, there's no way that same case will be determined in the US. Call any lawyer. Call any lawyer. That's a case. Listen to that. A case. The same facts, the same parties, everything. already been determined in Ghana. Then you pick the same case to another jurisdiction for another judge to be determined. Law Benjamin. There are dissimilarities in the case. They are not the same case. They are not the same case.
Inti pacho wo tia sisi we lawyer pa kokuni se wo babi pa not seminar wo tunefo a wo beka se ne o reckon Japan sem so no keka ne sem no kan sem basa no on fa no role model ana
me can say Nyama Kenda Japan.
But we are talking about law.
Yes, me can say why should I do that?
No, so about morality, but no, this is a fact to say. I didn't know how kind of the problem about. I know
yes, but
the problem about.
So it is all problem.
But the issue is discussed based on law.
Yes. And the law is what I'm saying, sir.
On moral issues. Somebody.
No, I'm not saying it's not about the Subayo. Send you what can you say my dear Samabano. Bobby,
no, no asemo, any Ghana sem. And I Ghana sem. It's no asemo.
And make us say. So let's
hold it. If they are to execute the judgment, if there's a judgment, and announced lawyers are to execute it. Say the Ghana Japadena Everton.
Debbie.
So it is. It has come to the limelight because Kennedy is a high-profile politician. That is what we are all talking about it. But who is he? It is his own case. It is his own case. But does it affect you?
No.
It doesn't affect anybody. It is his own case.
But the reason why we are all discussing it because we're a high-profile politician, and so that is why it's a say opportunity to court say the man of the party now. The political party and all Ghanaians.
Okay, Abusia winning and some so our political high winning so a former BOG boss and I didn't know and some a day a blending with a Kennedy at Japan issues nano and the Bramia. But I'm asking some of Japan Kokutisa or you know at my POG Media so Madam.